Very good evening and welcome back to both of you. So I am still awaiting Vijay. He
Good
may
evening,
join
sir.
any point of time, but we will begin our session. So in our previous class, we had discussed about the introduction to SEO. Then we have known about the on-page optimization, that it has got only 10% weightage in SEO, but one can score easily 10% marks in on-page. We stopped at a point stating what does any search engine want to see in any web page. So I told you right from the first day of SEO till the last day, remember these 2 points in your mind. Remain dedicated. Whatever is a topic for which the search is made, you should be writing only about it. You should not deviate from it. Remain focused. But within that topic, cover as many branches, topics as possible. Cover as many keywords as possible. I've given you an example of first birthday wishes. Someone in Google is searching, let's say, for Vivekananda quotes. So you have to provide only the quotes provided by Vivekananda in that page for which you are targeting SEO for that respective topic. So there would be only Vivekananda quotations provided. And then you will be bifurcating the topics. Vivekananda quotations for youth, Vivekananda quotations for youngsters, Vivekananda quotations for education, Vivekananda quotations for sports. Like that, if you Google it, you'll find lot of subtopics. Remember the keyword planner too? There you just type Vivekananda quotes, you'll find n number of subtopics. So this will help an end user to get what he wants quickly. That is what a search engine wants. The motive of any search engine is that the end user should get what he wants as soon as possible. So with this type of structured pages, it will be very easy, convenient for the end user to get what he wants, rather than just wasting times and searching here and there. And then for a search engine, that is actually a drawback, because a search engine effectiveness, a search engine performance is based on speed of solution. Even you also, while you are searching into a search engine, you would want to get the result in the very first page, right at the top. So whatever that you were searching for, if you get it in the very first result, you'll be extremely satisfied. You'll continue to use the same search engine for your future queries. That is how a search engine gets a monopoly. That is how any user would get accustomed to using a search engine. That is how we got accustomed to Google. Because we know that anything that I want to find out, Google will very quick to provide the answer. And in keyword research, I missed one topic, very important one. PNR status was a wonderful keyword, right? Why didn't I even say that, okay, this topic you could maintain a website or it looks good for SEO? Because the search volume is very high compared to the number of results. I've given you a condition that any keyword would be considered good in case the search volume is very close to the number of results in Google. But that topic isn't good for SEO even though it meets my condition. All because of the behavior of the user. The word PNR status, when he enters, let us see how an ideal person would behave with the search engine after entering the PNR status keyword. So as I search this, what is the tendency of the user? They'll start like this. They'll open the first result. They'll enter the PNR number, click on submit. They'll get the live status, whatever it is. directly from the IRCTC server. After that, why would they click even the second result? Why would they click even the third result? They wouldn't, because they're not expecting any different status there. So this is such a bad keyword that though there are 50 lakh people searching every month, only the first ranker will get visitors, the second, third, fourth also will not get even 10% of the clicks what the first listing is getting. Why? Because it's providing a direct solution. And there's nothing beyond that. The answer is pretty straightforward. What is the current status? Maybe RAC 15, maybe waiting list 10, whatsoever. It's going to be same thing anywhere he checks. So do not choose any such keyword for SEO where the answers are very direct and coming in the very first result. Then even with lot of hard work you come to second rank, third rank, the complaint would be some people are not visiting my web pages. Because you have chosen a keyword where the answer is direct. Answer should be research oriented. Answer should be opinion oriented. So I told you a topic like say what is life after death. People will have the patience to go till even the 10th result. They want to see what everyone is saying. Quotations for girlfriend. People have the patience to go even the second page. Because they want to share the best quotation, the most romantic one. Even though the first result may have good set, their expectation will rise and they'll definitely click the further results. Domino's Pizza coupon code. They'll open at once all the 10 results to know which is the latest code which is giving massive discount. Swiggy coupon code. Likewise, anything that we are using regularly. Alright, Zomato, Swiggy, Uber, Ola. Such kind of coupon codes, people have the patience to open even the 10th result. Compare mobile prices. So they will see, they want to not just see in Flipkart, Amazon, they want to see in Chroma.com, they want to see in Snapdeal, they want to see in Paytm. Wherever the product is being offered for the lowest price, that is where they would want to buy. So why not you create a web page where you are providing the product price of all the sites in a single place? Then the user would directly visit your site rather than opening 10 different sites and checking the price. Alright. So do not ever target the keyword where the answers are direct, answers are in single word. Now at least this is a keyword where 10% people may click the second, third, fourth result. At least 1% people would definitely click. But there can be a keyword which is even more pathetic than this. I am talking about from user's behavior point of view. So here 99% people would click the first result. Now I'll tell you a keyword where 90% people will not click even the single result in Google. Sounds very weird, right? A keyword where not even 10% people click even the first result. Which query can be like that? Something like this. This keyword is fantastic from number of searchers point of view, guys. Every day there are millions of searches, not every month, every day. But the problem is, even if you get first rank, I can't assure you that a lot of people would visit your page because Google himself is providing the answer. People would click first, second, third result in case they are expecting a different price in that site. Why would it be? Only when they do not believe in the data of Google. But why it would be? They believe that Google must be providing accurate data. Okay, is that clear? So there are so many such topics. Dollar rate, weather data, cricket score. Lot of people favorite topic is cricket score. But from SEO point of view, I would never ever go with that topic. Score is projected by Google itself. So what is the point? Even without any web page, the score is coming on the screen just like a dollar rate. For some matches, even if it is not coming today, it will come for sure tomorrow. So latest score updates, latest your any sports game score updates doesn't work. Only waste of time. I told you topic should be research oriented. Example, baby names. For baby names, how do people search? They type baby name, they'll open first result, second result, 10th result, 20th result, 30th result also. Why? They want the most unique name for their baby with deep meaning. So that everyone should ask, what is the meaning? That name should be unique. So they will have lot of patience. So think about it. Think as though you yourself are a visitor. Would you open multiple results? Or will you open only 1, 2, 3 results and surrender the search engine? That you got to think and choose the one where there is a lot of patience by the visitors. So remember this priority, remain focused on the keyword and stretch that information as much as possible, but don't deviate from the topic. Now stretching the information nothing but covering as a subtopic, as many subtopics as possible. Example, I told you National Anthem of India. Just writing National Anthem of India would not be sufficient. Write that, below that write the meaning of it also. And above that give some introduction. Who created, why he created, when he created, what did he get for that, and how good is our National Anthem of India compared to other countries. I think we are already in the first rank according to the meaning that the rank got assigned. So some facts about our National Anthem of India, some facts. Then only the information would be said to be complete. Otherwise it's only going to be a partial information. Search engines do not love partial information pages. Okay. Now you may say, sir, who the user would have so much of patience to read the entire story of National Anthem of India when he just search for National Anthem of India? Agree. Someone is searching for National Anthem of India and I provide A to Z information on that. Maybe 90% people will not love it. Why should I bother about the introduction, the meaning and everything? I just want the National Anthem word to word. I want to recite it. So we are providing that option also. In our web page, we are providing in the center National Anthem of India. Those who want to read only that part, read only that part. But someone who wants more details about it, we have got introduction to it. At the bottom, we have got even meaning of it. So this page fits a solution for every type of visitor. Rather, you need to create pages all in one pages covering every type of visitor in your mind. Some will have patience, some will be in hurry. You need to satisfy both of them. That is how you need to present the information. So cover as many subtopics as possible. People will directly go into that subtopic, they read what they want, they'll go away. But at least they got what they want. Search engines will be seeing the behavior as though how much of time a user has spent in your site, and after he surrenders from your website, does he open any other result in the search engine? These all things are calculated in the backend. So someone is searching for say Vivekananda quotes, mine is in the first rank, but most of the users they click first rank also and second rank also. Search engines will start getting doubt. Maybe the first result is not that good, that's why people are still thirsty for information. So by the behavior of the visitor only a search engines can make out whether the visitors are liking your web page or not. So we want users to spend maximum time, and for that detailed information is important. Alright, now Now, even though user may be spending less time, let's say example PNR status, you are right there at the top. What would you expect from a visitor? He is not going to read your entire story, blah blah story. Already he is in a hurry. He wants to just know the status of his ticket and go away. So the time spent by the user would definitely be less. Then would it not affect our ranking? It is not a good start in SEO. But then the search engine would also see, though a visitor has spent less time in so and so page, but is he coming back to the search engine to search for more information on the same topic? The answer is no there. Then definitely even less time would not create any issues for the performance of the website. I repeat, my page may be there at the top, but users are not spending time in my website because let's say I'm written about PNR status. So how does a search engine get to know that for PNR status users may spend less time? No problem. But for Vivekananda quotes, for Vivinin, they have to spend more time. They do not know anything. Search engines do not have any benchmark for such topic. But what they observe is the behavior of most of the crowd who are searching for that topic. They are opening the first result, most of the people, but they are not coming back to the search engine to open the second result, which is automatically understood that people are loving the page. But in the first result they open, and majority of them are opening the second result also, search engines are mentally fit in their mind that the first result is not optimum. So that's why this formula is as such that automatically it would fit every type of searcher. People who have patience, people who don't have patience, it has to take care of both of them. Now we are going to begin with the on-page optimization. All the steps are done within the website in the on-page SEO. This part I have already covered. Now before we go into on-page, you have to first know the basics of HTML language. Do not worry, I'm not going to teach you any kind of complex syntax and all that. We are only going to learn some 4-5 popular tags, most of which I assume that you already know it. So some popular tags we will learn, and then we'll learn the basic structure of HTML that any page would have, because for SEO this is important. So first I write down note. Please write down the structure. Now you may develop site in .NET, Java, PHP, WordPress, Blogger, free site, paid site, directly in HTML. So many options are there in order to create a web page or a website. Website is nothing but a group of web pages. But one thing that you'll find in common in all the web pages is this format of code. You open any page in the world, it may be developed in n number of technologies, but this pattern of code you would surely find in the backend, because this is what is the language of the browser, this is what is the language of the search engines. So we will have to work in this code so that search engines can easily understand and read our web page. So let us see for some of the pages whether really we are able to find this type of pattern. Control U. In order to go into the back end of the code, see, this is the front end design, this is the back end. So here you will see that there is head part. Firstly, starts with the opening HTML tag. Then we have the some few lines of code, maybe there, may not be there. Then we have the head part. Then again few lines of code. We have got the body part. This is opening body tag. Then there will be closing body tag. Then closing HTML tag. This is where the code ends. So in between, definitely there may be few lines of code, but this is the skeleton of the web page. Let's say for another page, money control. So this is the home page. You can check even internal pages. This is the internal page now. Every page will follow that pattern of code. Yes, any questions? Any question, Vinay?
No, sir.
Right, good. Now for this page also I want to see the HTML code. So what I can do, Control U. or right click view page source, both mean the same. So I'm zooming the code. It starts with the HTML tag. See here. So the code is not properly formatted, but the code starts here, guys. HTML tag, which is your line 1. Okay, we are at the topmost. Let us see for home page, it will be more clear. So the code starts here, head HTML. Immediately below that we have the head part. Likewise, you'll have the closing head tag. Okay, and then the body tag, opening body tag. Immediately after the head we have this. Then you have the closing body. Then code gets entered with the closing HTML. This is the last line of code. These are comments one only. So this site is developed in PHP. Whether .NET site, Java site, anything has to degrade the code into HTML. Only then that page will get displayed in the browser, otherwise it will not. A browser is not an all-rounder to understand all the languages. So it is all the languages which have to get the code converted to the browser. So whether it is browser or you talk about search engine, both understand the same language. Now, how about the structure in Blogger? Does the structure follow even in Blogger sites, free sites, paid sites? Yes, it does. I told you every type of website this pattern will be followed. View blog. I press Ctrl U. So this is the Blogger page, home page. Like that, even for Intel page you can find out. You have the HTML tag. Okay, then you have the head tag. You have the body tag, closing body tag, then closing HTML. Alright, so this is very clear that every page has to follow this pattern of code. But in Blogger, if you have keenly observed it, it only has this piece of code. In Blogger, you will find only this piece of code, even if you go into the back end of a page. Sorry, the post while you are publishing it. While you are publishing the post, you go into the back end, you may only find this piece of code. But when you are opening in browser, you will find everything. Why is that so? The reason being, the code is divided into two parts. Alright, the code in Blogger is divided into two parts. Almost this entire piece of code is present in theme HTML file, except for the code which I have highlighted here. This is only present in post HTML file. You can draw a flower bracket, a small flower bracket only for the section highlighted, and write down there, this piece of code in Blogger is present in post HTML file. Whether it is a free to private converted Blogger or maybe just a normal Blogger. And rest of all the code is present in theme HTML file. Rest all the code is present in theme HTML file. So both these files are joined together in order to create the entire web page code. Alright? That is why, if you remember, when we changed the theme, only the appearance got changed, the page post they remained as it is. It is because of this type of structure. Now we will see what change has to be done according to the SEO so that there is maximum exposure. Now write down step 1 of on page title tag. Against every step I will also be mentioning the marks, but these are not the exact marks. The exact marks for each step would be like 0.25, 0.35, 0.55. Alright, so I've just rounded it off for you to know internally when you compare which step is given the highest priority. So step 1 is title tag. Sorry, permalink. And it has 5 marks weightage. To know what is a permalink, you must first know what is a URL. So please note down URL. Uniform resource locator. It is nothing but the if a URL is said to be SEO friendly, then it is called as permalink. Quickly note down. Alright, so after looking at the plagiarism, search engines will be looking at the URL. URL nothing but the web page address. It may be home page, it may be internal page, it may be short, it may be lengthy. URL is what every search engine would read. So stands for Uniform Resource Locator. It is a unique address of the web page. So in order to achieve permalink, only then you will be able to get top rank. In order to achieve permalink for your web page, there has to be two checks. One is it must have the keywords. Whatever the keyword that you are aiming to rank on top, that should be present in the web page address. Secondly, it must have least number of slashes. Example, same topic, Vivekananda quotes. So if at all I get a web page address which is just vivekanandaquotes.com, no word here and there, then getting top rank would be very easy. So lengthy website address but matching 100% with the desired keyword, then that satisfies the golden rule. In a matter of few days you will be able to perform on the top. But it's very difficult to get. To say it's all very easy, you will not be finding such catchy website addresses available. But if at all it does, give no second thought but to buy. It must have least number of slashes also. Like the URL. It must have least number of slashes. abc.abc/xyz/123. No, this is not good for SEO. You got to finish your matter within the main folder. So slash is nothing but a subfolder in the server. So try to finish everything in the main folder itself. So with these 2 points in mind, taking an example, Tollywood songs. Among these two, which one looks better for SEO? Which one looks like a perfect permalink? Is it the first one or the second one? Remember, we cannot have spaces for the website address. There is a universal rule that no spaces are allowed for the website address. So that is why people use hyphen instead of space. So that is their understanding in order to separate the word. So tollywoodsongs.com, tollywood-songs.com, which one looks better from the point of SEO?
Tollywoodsongs.com.
With hyphen or without? First one or second one?
First one.
First one is better for SEO. Remember, we cannot have space. That is why instead of space, most of the people tend to give hyphen. My keyword is double word keyword, Tollywood space songs, not Tollywood songs as mixed, because more searches happen with space. But you say still first one is better, isn't it?
Yes.
But the answer is right, it is the first one which is better. It is our understanding that if we give an hyphen, the word gets separated. Search engines never said that. Search engines say that whether there is space in the keyword or not, you better mix it up and give it. We will divide it, we will understand what it is. So do not ever have any special character in the website address, even though there may be space. It doesn't matter in SEO whether space is there or not. So this is only the best URL we have. Then another two examples. They are targeting internal page, not home page. I'll give you 1 minute of time. Decide whether ABC is suitable or XYZ is suitable for SEO.
I will follow.
Yes? Think about it. 1 minute of time. Among these four, which one is best? That also I want to know. Alright, so let me give the answer now. Has anyone posted
Coming
any?
for four of
Yeah?
most.
Voice is not clear. Anyway, let me give the answer. So xyz.com/Tollywood-songs. This is better compared to even this one. So just a while back I told you that we should not have spaces in the website address. I said website address, not web page address. Use hyphen, use underscore wherever there is space when you are targeting internal page for your website to rank on top. So this one, like this, if you mention it according to the search engines, your web page is based on Tollywood songs, not the regular Tollywood songs that is with space. They consider this entire thing as a single keyword, but here they'll automatically consider this as a double word keyword. So among these four, this is the worst because it has got slash at the same time. The keyword is not used appropriately. This is the best structure because 0 slashes and directly exactly like the keyword. You will get to know the true importance of it only when we are done with the entire on page. You'll see that yes sir, this seems to be the best structure for SEO, and you'll start seeing the results quickly also. But this other thing, that fancy website addresses are not easily available. You may have to struggle to find. But taking a hypothetical example, a hypothetical situation wherein you have a choice to own any one of the website address. So for the topic Tollywood songs, this would only be the best, better for internal page. If you are targeting the entire website, this is the best. So use hyphen only when it is internal page and must use it wherever there is space. Otherwise just mix it up and put. Alright. Now we'll see how do we implement this permalink for general site, Blogger and WordPress. So write up. Permalink in general website. We are going to discuss SEO for three type of sites which I told you earlier: general site, Blogger and WordPress. So any step that we are discussing, we are going to see for all these three types of website. So permalink in general site, that means .NET, Java, PHP site where coding is being used. By default, when you are done with the code and go about saving the web page, just mention your keyword in the file name. So when you are having a general website, to keep the points of SEO in mind, you will be beginning with the URL, and you got to make sure that the address of the page must have your keyword. For this, only one thing you'll have to do. Like the software developers, the coders and all, they'll be coding in their own platform, A, B, C, X, Y, Z, blah, 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 some syntax. Then at last they will go for exit or they'll go for save. This time it will be asking for the file name. Whatever that you are giving in the file name, through that name only the URL will get created or the web page address will get created. So what will you write here? Let's say Bollywood News. So I give hyphen, spaces not allowed. So just mention your keyword in the main file name for a general website. Save the web pages with your keyword as this goes directly in the URL, as simple as that. So Radha. Now, there are some applications wherein they will not replace the space with an icon. For that, you can note down this point. In Blogger, the URLs are automatically created with the post title preceded by two extra slashes. Let's have a look. I'm opening one internal page here. See here, wherever there is space, it has automatically got replaced with an hyphen. I did not create any URL, it has created automatically. So wherever there is space, hyphen has come. Wherever there is space, hyphen has come. Hope you are able to see that. But these two extra slashes have also come. Let me put this in Notepad and then see. So this is the default structure any blogger would have. Firstly, the website address /year /month /post title. So whatever that you are giving in the post title will automatically enter into the URL. The space will get replaced by the hyphen or underscore. Now this URL is partially good from SEO perspective, I am saying, because it has managed to get our keyword in the permalink. Whatever is the main topic, okay, that is directly coming into the URL. So permalink seems to be satisfied with at least one point. The worry is the second point, that 2022/10, this is creating an extra burden of slashes through which it will become difficult for us to perform this page on the top, because the permalink, the first step itself is not perfect. So these are the two extra slashes which are coming, each for year as well as month. Write it down. In Blogger, though one each for year and month. Now having our keyword is good, but three extra slashes is bad. Likewise, it gets neutralized. Now is there any way that I can remove the extra slashes? No, you cannot. That is what is the structure defined in server. Okay, so whether it is free or private, this is how it is. Now question is, why these two extra slashes? Why not the structure is like this? This would have been much better for us, made our job easy in SEO. Even Google knows it, Blogger knows it, everybody knows it, that this URL structure is much better than that with the two extra slashes like this. But then when you have extra slashes, there will be enhancement in the speed of the web page. Generally, a web page is fetched from the server by looking at the address location of the URL. So if it is like this, it has to go to 2022, then it has to go to, within that one folder will be there 10, within that this web page will be there. So like this, with lengthy web page addresses, the performance of the web page will improve in terms of speed. But if it is directly like this, then the server has to search. Maybe 1 lakh pages are there, maybe 10 lakh pages are there in this website folder. It has to find out among all of them where is this page. So that can be a lot of time consuming. That's why it is better to have slashes and divide the content into different folders in order to have proper speed. Either you get a speed or you get a perfect permalink page. The choice is yours. My suggestion would be that we can compromise a bit on SEO. We can get marks from the off page, but never from the speed perspective. Speed can degrade even the best of the best web page ranking. So for the speed to be maintained, extra slashes are required. So now write down. Such structure will help the pages to get loaded faster. So even speed is a factor in SEO. So we shouldn't be doing anything. We just have to observe it both in Blogger and WordPress, how the URLs are getting framed. There's hardly anything that we could do about it. Then how about WordPress? That we'll be discussing in tomorrow's class. How the step number 1, 2, 3, 4 has to be achieved for WordPress. Then the remaining steps for Blogger and general website. Okay. So tomorrow onwards probably the work on the website will begin. So in case you haven't started with a website, just go to blogger.com, create one for free, hardly takes only few minutes. So that whatever the SEO concept that I'm implementing in my web page, parallelly you can do it for your page also. So that's it. Any questions or doubts, you can use the chat window or the audio control.